Hi, ever wonder what it's like to work another profession or live in the underworld? Listen to unsuspecting riders give a 10 to 15 minute personal masterclass as I spontaneously interview them as they enter my taxi. I'm your host, Simon Rushton, and this is Taxi Chronicles. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another lovely rider. Today we've got Diane. She's very stylish, very trendy looking, and she's running a business which I'll let her tell you all about. So nice to have you here today, Diane.
Thank you, Simon. Nice to be in your cab.
That's good. So tell us about your business, what it is, why you do it, how you got started.
So my background is in fashion and arts and crafts, and I was in the fashion industry for 8 years where my soul was not being fed and I felt suffocated, dead and empty. So I decided to observe what actually feeds me and what my values are defined by, and they are creativity, connectivity and community. So I started this business where I get to share my gift with people of all different ages, genders, religions, backgrounds and abilities, where I try to encourage people to make things as opposed to just buying them. Crafting, doing art, sculpting, painting, drawing, making clothes, working with textiles, embroidering, and a bunch of other creative activities. The context is in the form of schools, holiday camps, events, and all sorts of community happenings.
Okay, that sounds great. That's a lot there. What would you say you've learned that you wish you knew when you started?
That patience will get you far. Don't try and run before you can walk, because when I first started, I didn't even think I'd still be running it like 8 years later. And I had so many goals, and I became a jack of all trades, and I was a people pleaser, and I used to take the response of my customers and clients really personally, and that would actually create a weight that would drag me down because I would get emotional, which is a good thing because it can actually fuel me to make improvements and evolve. But I wasn't using it in a very positive, constructive way. I was emotional in a way in which I was self-deprecating and losing faith in myself. But saying, so if I could go back and tell my old self this one piece of advice, it would be to be patient and to be open to the opportunities that arise.
What was the route of education you took to get to where you are?
I've always studied art. So at GCSE, I did art and English and the core subjects, French and Spanish. And then at uni, I decided to, at A-level, I decided to do my A-levels in art, business studies and English language and English literature. That way I was rounded and I could always start my own business, be an entrepreneur and be my own boss. Then I went to uni and I continued on the creative path. Fashion. I studied fashion for 4 years, and then whilst I was during my education, I did some part-time work all over in all different fields, and I found myself nannying. So then I was exposed to children and schools and a demographic around West London. I didn't know about these people really before. So I grew up in Edgware Road, yes, West London, but just a completely different world to Notting Hill. So then from that pathway, I found that my gift and my calling actually remained with children and the people who surround children, change and growth, teachers, parents, and so much excitement and vitality that surrounds children. That's my pathway.
Yeah, okay, that's good. What would you recommend or suggest to anybody who wants to be in the creative industry like you are?
I think you've got to be true to yourself, and in today's day and age, with what I try to encourage in my line of work, is for every maker, every creator to observe their own individuality and really hone in their intuition along with their creativity, because in years to come, the robots will be taking our jobs And the only thing that will really separate us from them, alongside the cheap labor across the world, is creativity and free will. So to a creative, you may set out to be a designer like I did, or a stylist, whatever it is, but you should also equip yourself with other trades and other skills around you. Business is a great one because you can always turn what you're doing into a business. And I would recommend for creative people to try everything. Don't close your mind to any craft or even a trade that you had not even set yourself out to do, because you can always incorporate your creativity.
What does the future hold for you?
I think I'll be doing this for the rest of my life in one shape or form. At the moment, the business did really well during lockdown because parents are always in need of education, leisure, entertainment and care for kids, and my business actually ticks all of those boxes. I was able to meet amazing new people, a brand new demographic all over West London and Northwest London. So from that point, actually before this point, I was actually hoping to scale up, and then Corona hit. So because of that, I was demoralized and I took my business online. And then from online, this happened where I met this new demographic of people where I'm doing a lot of private sessions. And I'm hoping to turn this hopefully into a bigger business whereby I can send people out and do what I'm doing. But my big dream is to actually own a space, a creative space that enables people to come in of all different backgrounds, like I said. And that space will hold spaces for food, gardening, making, essential oils, even therapy, yoga, anything that is in the realms of creativity would be in that space. That's my dream.
Okay, that's good. And well, you kind of covered it to a certain degree, but I have to ask, it's the last question I always ask, is what's the impact you want to have on the world?
That is such a great question, because I don't really focus on this point so much because I think it's a bit abstract whenever I go into it. But my whole vision is for creativity to cure and heal, as well as solve the problems that we have in our society. So what I mean by that is, if you're creatively thinking about solutions, for instance, for sustainability, then your creativity can take you further than just what is dictated to you by the government and what's on trend around you. So I would hope that my business and my work equips people with the creativity as well as the desire and the passion to live colourfully and own oneself, to solve problems in your own way and represent yourself at all times. That way we have less, I call them robots walking around, people voting for, I don't know, a party just because it's what is common, or what is
Tribalism.
Pardon?
Tribalism.
Yeah, tribalism, yeah. So moving away from that and creating small pockets of community that really do come together and love each other and share away from what is dictated to as what they should be doing. Mm-hmm. So that's quite a loaded question. I don't really get to answer that all the time.
Well, it's about, you gotta dig deep and ask the right question. Well, thanks a lot for that.
Thank you.
Where can people find you?
People can find me at www.takemakeCreatelondon.com. Alternatively, on Instagram at take_make_create.
Okay then. Well, thanks a lot for that.
Thank you so much, Simon.
And we wish you well.
Oh my God, it's like you've given me an opportunity to review.
We hope you liked that interview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to get the latest daily episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economy and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources? Then listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you will hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m.